I want to get to this Dave Montgomery interview, which he sat down. It was a podcast, Iowa State podcast, basically. And he joined and talked about some things regarding the Detroit Lions. So let's get to David Montgomery's quotes from that podcast, and we'll give our thoughts on them. But here it is.
As a push and a pull for you.
No question. No question. I think a lot of, the people in the outside world, they want to do like comparison, like he should be this and I should be that. Like, but no, actuality, like, I don't think it works as well if we don't have each other, and like understanding that, like, a lot of times competition brings the best out of you. Like, I look at Jahmyr, like, he is an electric player, and he gonna be a good player, a great player for a long time. But it's like you said, like, shit, I know I'm damn good too. Like,
yeah,
like it ain't no, I'm going into year 6. It ain't no, like, I'm just gonna take it back. Nah, that ain't that. Like, if anything, I'm gonna push myself so that I can push him to be closer to what he's capable of being, and him being exactly who he needs to be for himself, and his capabilities to be his expectations. That's enough to push me to say, like, I gotta go harder. Like I have to. Like, I can't just fold and just, after all the work that I put up into my life, just to say it's competition now, just fold. Nah, that ain't even how I'm built. So, like, it's great competition, and like you said, like, it's a push and a pull at the same time. Like, it's not one of them things where, like, it's me versus Jahmyr and, like, I have to be way better than him. No, it's like he pushing me, I'm pushing him. Like, I want him to be better. I want him to, like, reach his full potential. And with him reaching his full potential, he going to help me be better as a human. So, like, if I don't have him here pushing me the way that he pushed me, then I may not even scratch the surface of the possibilities of what I can be. Yeah. Like, if Jahmyr wasn't here last year, who knows if I would have did exactly what I did.
You know what that sounds like?
I love that video.
I mean, it just sounds like what I've been screaming from the rooftops. Don't forget about David Montgomery. I'm talking to you, Klotzy. I'm talking to you.
Go ahead. What do I keep saying, Jeff? Jahmyr Gibbs, top 5. David Montgomery, top 10. I'm not forgetting about D-Mont. But
you do.
I do think everything that David Montgomery said in that video is spot on. It's 100% correct. But then you get in with those 60 minutes, those 4 quarters, you get in close games, and you have Jahmyr Gibbs.
What is this,
and there's going to be, especially late in the season, it's going to be hard to not put Jahmyr Gibbs out there because he can just take it the house at any point on the ground and through the air.
I think the mindset, my first thought of this, because I turned, like, I was originally a month ago, I was on the Klotzy side. I remember there was about a month ago, remember, Jeff, or a couple weeks back, I said, hey, we have to stop sleeping on David Montgomery because what he can do, it's like if you put him on another team, he's an RB1 instantly. You have 2 running back ones in your room right now. So for me, my first mindset when I hear this thing, and I went and clipped it, I was like, we have to share this on the show, is we have to stop just looking at this like as a one-way street, in my opinion. I think everyone's just like, hey, Jahmyr Gibbs is about to break out. Like, yeah, we know that. We know the talent Jahmyr Gibbs has. I don't think anyone's denying it. We saw it down the stretch. But this is a running back duo. This isn't a one-headed monster. This is a 2-headed monster that the Detroit Lions have. Instead of looking at it as, oh, Jahmyr Gibbs is about to take over, no, you have 2 of the best running backs in the NFL on your offense. You're going to find a way to even this out, and you're going to find a way for both of them. One, I think the biggest thing that people are leaving out, and like Klotzy, and like people who are saying, oh, Jahmyr Gibbs is going to get every touch, what you're leaving out is you want these guys to stay healthy for 17 games plus the playoffs. And for that to happen, and the smartest thing to do, whether or not Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be a dog and he's going to break out and you need to get the ball in his hands, you need him to be healthy down the stretch. So the fact you have 2 running back ones on your team, you split carries, you split touches, you have 20-something weeks of healthy football from both of them. And D-Mont said it in minicamp. He did the interviews, and Jeremy's coming on, so I'm sure he could even tell you because he was there. But he specifically said, D-Mont did, was that we're able to kind of go into this season knowing we could split carries and make sure we stay healthy, unlike last year when he missed, one of them missed 3 games, the other missed 4 games, and they're sitting out in games when, like, you don't have to do that. So I think, like, that mindset, like, yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs, dude, he could have the same amount of touches last year, and he's probably going to have 300 more yards because he's going to get that much better. Like in this offense is going to get more molded around him. But being like, hey, take everything away from D-Mont and let's give Jahmyr the ball more. You have to keep the defense on their toes. You have to keep both of them healthy. You have something in your back pocket that no one else has in the NFL, and that's two of the best running backs in the NFL. There has never been, again, like I said yesterday, there has never been two 1,000-yard running backs and an 1,000-yard receiver in NFL history. That's never happened. You have Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's every year going to be a lock for 1,000 yards, and now you have 2,000-yard running backs. It's unheard of to have that.
I mean, I know a guy who can probably carry linebackers into the end zone. It's this guy, right? What are we doing? I mean, what? Look at this guy. I mean,
so this is my thing, and this is why D-Mont gets 10-plus touchdowns again. A lot of people are going to say, no, Jahmyr Gibbs is going to get the ball in the goal line. You're giving this guy the ball in the goal line. Because I'll tell you what, Jahmyr Gibbs, it might be flashy, and he's going to get you in the end zone 1 or 2 plays. D-Mont is a guarantee to put his head down, and he's not going down until he's in the end zone. It's like 100. It's 100% guarantee. There's no like 90%. It's 100%.
Yeah, and again, I'm not faulting Lukas or any others that believe in Jahmyr to that extent to where he could be very, 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 very good, because he has all the potential. So like, it's not even about that. I think this backfield will be more balanced than people think. I said it about 55-45, 60-40. Like 60-40, I think would be the most. 60 in favor of Jahmyr. I don't think it's going to be this like D-Mont said. He's taking a backseat. Like that. He's they work well together because they both do things differently. Their strengths are different, and they keep, like you said it earlier, Boone. I think it's the best point probably to make. They keep each other healthy, which goes against my line of thinking. But also, I'm in this situation. You have 2 great backs. Like you got to use them. Like I know I always say when you draft a running back, you use them. But when you have 2 great running backs, you got to use those running backs. Like if you didn't have D-Mont, I would say, yeah, give Jahmyr all the carries in the world.
Yep. I mean,
but they got both of them. You know, so you got to use both of them.
He had 30 more carries than Jahmyr last year. My guess, that gets a little close. That gets closer, if not maybe a little bit. So like, but you can't sit here and take away touches from D-Mont because it's not like he hasn't not produced. He still produces, and he's still going to be like I said a couple weeks ago. Like he's probably going to start the game. He's probably going to be the guy out there on first down. You're handing the ball off. You're as Schiff God said, you're kind of cowbell back. That's going to start the game and set the tone. Get David Montgomery hot, let him heat up, and then you know what Jahmyr Gibbs is going to do. He's going to go out there and produce. So now you get them both going, and defenses can't stop that. So and again, I don't want to take it away because I was on the Jahmyr Gibbs side back, a month or 2 ago. My point still stands. I think Jahmyr Gibbs is a top 5 running back in the NFL. Like when it comes to talent,
I get it.
When it comes to talent, he's top 5. It's just more so you have another top 10 running back in your building. You would be dumb not to use him.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you use Montgomery to wear defenses down, and when they're tired, you put Jahmyr out there, and he just makes them pay. I mean, it's like they complement each other very well, and they're running behind this offensive line. So, and they're an offense that wants to run the ball, establish play action, keep defenses guessing. Like this run game is ridiculous. And even how they used Jahmyr last year, he was second in the NFL in 20-plus yard gains. So, yeah, you're going to give him some more carries, but like how they used him, I mean, the dude almost had 1,000. I mean, he's going to, I think he'll get 1,000 this year if he stays healthy, which obviously if they
both stay healthy, I think they both have a chance at 1,000 this year.